Hello guys, today I wanted to try out something different. I'm currently the only person on the server here and I wanted to do, some kind of LP-ish style episode on the ZipKrowd server here, where I actually just built up something small and quickly, and we'll see how this turns out. So, the plan is, I'm currently heading to where I'm going to build it, is, since we can't use any sand generators anymore, we, do need another source of a lot of sand, and for some reason the portal is getting rendered in front of the particles, and this looks very awkward. Maybe you saw this, would totally confuse the depth orientation. Over here we are in a gigantic desert, so there is the end, but this desert is, really definitely contains a lot of sand. And the question is, how do we get all this sand into chests to craft it into TNT and other worthwhile stuff? Well, obviously with mining, but since we do need the stuff in the storage room, I thought a little bit about how to set up a quick system to build, to just quickly transport the sand we found here into our storage room. And obviously I thought the easiest way to do this would be storage minecarts, and I actually just went a little bit pigman hunting with the looting sword to get gold nuggets and to craft this into booster rails, since we are actually pretty much out of powered rails or out of gold. Actually made a time lapse out of this, so let's check this out first, and then I will be back and start building. Hey guys, so I'm currently in Nether to gather some gold, since we actually don't really have a lot of gold, and I at least didn't find any gold at the moment, and just thought, why not just getting a looting sword, and so got a Smite 5 looting 3 sword and go pigman hunting. And let's see how it works out. I actually already started before I decided to record. The interesting fact about this is that some of those pigments do have sword enchantments, which can get quite funny. I once had already one which with knockback on his sword, which would fire me quite far back, and I think this is actually quicker than just mining gold, and I don't need a lot, but I just need some for booster rails. And it's also quite funny. So let's just speed this up a little and see you when I got enough gold. Okay, so we are back, and so I actually crafted all I got from the pigman into power rails now, which is not a lot, but who cares? So let's actually get started. First of all, I just need some chests and as well a trap chest. So I wonder why you can't put the tripwire hook above the chests. but that does not matter at the moment. So, the input, let's actually go a little bit further out from the side and build it up here, I guess. That's probably the best way to do so. Will be 6 chests where you are going to put all your stuff in. And I should also probably grab a shovel. Okay, maybe not. Let's go for this one. And turn down the volume of this noisy Minecraft sounds a little bit. Next part is we're going to need some hoppers and rails and lever. Actually, yeah. We'll grab everything we need just when we do actually need it out of the chest. It's not too far away. And there are actually mobs around. Oh yeah. That's going to be annoying. Oh, this sword doesn't have any bonus on it. So those 3 chests are all parallel, filling up some... Oh god, wait. Some chest minecarts, that's the plan. And yeah, so... Ta-da! What can we just place here? Temporary. I know that most of the time you need temporary and not temporal or anything. By now I learned a little bit about the English grammar. Then let's actually already place this chest here, which is just actually going to be access if you don't or want to get your stuff back. So usually those bottom hoppers will be powered, which this one would also power the hopper above, which is not intended. Yeah. Let's quickly see. Ah, God. Is this actually going to block any hopper above? Not quite sure. Yes, it will. I am just going to power them with 2 repeaters, I guess. Yeah, so let me... Oh, comparators, who cares? Okay, so just the bottom hoppers are powered now, and we'll later on decide what to do with them. And next up is I will need a fence, and actually let's put some more of this stuff which is in the chest in my inventory, so I don't have to run back and forth that much. Okay, redstone, repeater, piston, redstone block. Actually that's not that much stuff which is required for this, and obviously I need a building block. I'll just build it out of cobblestone. Or maybe iron blocks. Actually, it doesn't really matter, we can exchange it later. It will also not probably be permanent. And yeah, so let me actually gather something and then we'll be back. So I decided I would actually just make it out of sandstone mostly, since there is enough sand to get it just very quickly over here. And let's actually get started. So over here we will need rails and wait, actually not rail over there. We'll just need this rail here to connect other rails later on. Need some space. Yeah, let's get some booster rails here and already build up a staircase which goes up to the same level as the chests are. Might speed up some of these parts here, I'm not sure yet, and I probably shouldn't abuse too many power rails, because I don't have quite a lot. Okay. And next up, fence and a sticky piston, and we don't need it there anymore. So this is going to align the chest minecarts in a way that if they arrive here, they will suck up the hoppers will suck up the items with twice the speed, and actually they will fill them in with 6 times the speed, as you can see. So the intention is, since we are gathering the sand really quickly, especially if there are several people farming, you need to be able to actually process the sand quick enough to transport it out. And not just fill up the chests over time too quickly. Since the hoppers only can process 2.5 items per second, each hopper, so this is 6 times the amount. That means, yeah, 15 items per second, or in other words, I guess 2 or 3 people farming at the same time could still probably, yeah, it could still handle that. And well, obviously we would need another player which then constantly shifts over the sand, but we'll see, and just thought it would be a better idea. Okay, let's go on, and yeah, first just build up a little platform around this, and you will see very soon what I'm going to plan here. So the idea is, transporting those minecarts through the nether portal doesn't really work out too well. First of all, they sometimes get out in a random direction, they don't really keep their momentum, and I mean, it's also fun to ride a little bit through the landscape, right? So I thought, since the minecarts would just get unloaded if you just let them travel on their own, we just need to travel together with those minecarts. Actually very simple, not really spectacular or complicated or anything, but obviously, yeah, very likely to work well. Probably should put those booster rails in permanent power state so that you will actually reach the end on arrival as well. So this is the terminal station, and yeah, I guess this will all come more clear once it's set up completely. Yeah. Yeah, let's actually put those rails on top of sandstone as well. And over here we will have an intersection where a minecart, which is, well, the chest minecarts will go downward, while the player will, when he arrives, will actually travel to this point here. So, and now I just need to quickly look up what we built on the creative server. Okay, so yeah, let's actually build up the connection part. It's really simple. I mean, the whole system is not really complicated, but I thought it would be a nice idea to actually capture this, since I never did this so far, and it's just worth a try, right? So, to detect whether there's just an empty minecart or a minecart with a player, we just need a tripwire above, and obviously also our detector rail below. And I completely forgot to bring string, hooray! So it turns out the easiest way was just to wait till the night would fall in, and now I've got 6 string here, ready to be placed. I should better not place any of those rails on sand here. Oh god, why does the hotbar only contain 8 slots? Would make stuff so much easier if you would be able to place more slots in the hotbar. I mean, it's just probably like 1/3 of my screen, which is actually, yeah, filled up by the hotbar here. So, yeah, I can't really change it, just saying, it annoys me quite a lot. So, this piston here is going to get a redstone block in the front and just a redstone torch, which I actually didn't craft yet. Oh the god, so crowded inventory. Yeah, so this is usually extended. The only way to retract this is if you trigger the detector rail but not the tripwire. So obviously only chest minecarts will be able to do so. And they are going to just power the connection rail down below here. Means with those 3 redstone wires, they should actually directly go, yeah, below here. So we need a second torch. Yeah, 1 torch. Okay. I should probably clear up a little bit and let's actually do this later and finish the build off first. Okay, yeah, now in the default state it's connected. Where is the skeleton? Okay, as long as no creeper is incoming, everything is safe. So, I was about to say that we don't need this booster rail here, since I need to save on them. And those minecarts will actually, well, since they are sticking inside each other, probably propel themselves without external power required at all. God. Okay, this is the problem when building in the vast out here. Let's just spam some more torches and continue. Okay, so I polished it up little bit, everything, and I'm back with 20 chest minecarts. Let's just take another look inside. So I just added a lever to the top, and yeah, let's first of all, can also go in from here, place those 20 minecarts. And move them over. So, they are now sitting on those hoppers, and let's, for example, yeah, currently stuff is getting processed into the chest below, just as it should. And, well, if I block off the stuff with the comparators, or I could actually also have placed repeaters, it won't. So this chest is actually not necessary. Actually, you just want to get stuff out from here and not to here. But I just added it for symmetry reasons. And I didn't test the whole system yet, but I'm curious how this is going to work. So, actually, first of all, I forgot the last minecart, and I do need another one to sit in, which is easier to get by just punching this. Okay. So, and the plan is that it works. I'm not sure if it does, but we'll see. Oh, no. So what I forgot is just to place 2 sandstone at the side here. Because those minecarts weren't actually falling down over here, as you just saw. Okay, we are going to try this out again. This is an additional setup I just thought about for the arrival part. Just an aligner which makes sure that those minecarts will actually never separate. They could eventually. Now I need to recraft them all. Oh, that sucks. Let me fix this and I will be right back. Okay, so we are ready for another test. I replaced all those minecarts. They are down here. So you start, and those minecarts will follow you around, and they will actually get sorted in. So what happens is, imagine that this part over here will actually extend far out to another station, and this also just simulated income at the other station, which will just look like this one over here. And yeah, so those minecarts will ride along, and on the other side, if you arrive, yeah, they will just align to make sure that they will not drop or separate over time. And then you end up over here, and the minecarts will just go down, and I probably should just block this off so that no creeper or anything else walks into it. And then it should be good. Yeah, so actually I'll just place some rails to our main base, and then we'll actually try out the system. Hello guys! So, time has passed and we actually finished the track. Gerard was helping me a lot, and we also already, prepared a little bit with 2 double chests of shovels, and actually parts of them are already enchanted, and we are obviously planning to repair most of those shovels with the fresh ones here, efficiency for unbreaking 3 ones, to get enough sand for other projects. For example, for, well, a lot of gunpowder, and sand makes a lot of TNT, and you know what you can do with a lot of TNT. Have fun and create a lot of space. So let's actually try out the track. Gannon, you said you do have some more chest minecarts. Just place them below this rail here. I hope you can actually... I think you can. You can. If you aim properly, you can still place them against the rail. At least I can. I hope. Yep. So how many are in there? 18. Actually... yeah, it seems to be 18 cards. Okay, that should be enough for now. Ta-da. And yeah, let's actually take a ride and take a look at if the whole system is working. Yeah, just need another minecart for myself. Well, let's get started. Okay. Yeah, so the intention, you'll see, of the whole system is obviously... yeah, we could probably put more than just 20 minecarts in there, just as many minecarts as we need. Gen is riding behind me. And then at the other end, I already just made up a mock-up terminal station, which actually grabs the stuff from the minecarts with hoppers and puts them into our item sorter system for the storage room. So it's also, yeah, not only be able to process sand, but everything else as well. Yeah, the ride is quite long, so I'll speed this up and we'll meet you at our storage room. So, here we are at the other side. Unfortunately, we had a little problem at the very end, therefore I had to rebuild this here a little bit. And yeah, so very simple. If the person travels by, he ends up here, and the minecarts will end up on those hoppers, which will automatically suck up the items and put them into our main sorting system. And once you press the button here to go back to the other side, the piston will push after a few repeater delays and also carry the minecarts. So push the minecarts onto the track so that they will continue to ride. An important fact about those minecarts is I messed around with them a little bit, and they behave very glitchy on 90-degree turns. So really make sure to always have only 45-degree turns everywhere, otherwise it's not going to work. So as you can see, this minecart is actually just launched the other minecarts, and now we do have a single minecart in this tower as well, which doesn't really matter at the moment. Okay, so yeah, you just saw those minecarts. Those turns are just 45 degrees, and therefore, yeah, less sharp and less glitchy for those stacked minecarts systems. And yeah, it's important to not have any 90-degree turns, otherwise they can get stuck there. Yeah, so yeah, we'll continue farming, and yeah, let me hear your feedback about whether I should make such Let's Play-ish style episodes more often. And we will see us in another Minecraft video, I guess. So, goodbye!